I clicked on this one because hacking vehicles with this $20 radio that you could get on Amazon, there should be no reason why Amazon is selling stuff like this.
Whoa, no way! Have you ever tried to lock your car with your key fob and it wouldn't lock? Or maybe you're in a rush and you'd locked it and you didn't even look back to see if it had locked. What if someone had intercepted your key fob signal, preventing your car from locking? They can go and open your car and steal the stuff from inside your car, like that nice 7100 radio in there. Now this sort of attack is surprisingly easy to do with pretty rudimentary radio gear like this little...
You know when you just taste nothing but ground coffee? That's what I had. I ain't gonna go fake, man. Like that.
Quan Shing radio here that costs about 15 to 20 quid. Now, of course, this is super illegal to do, but if they're going to break into your car, they don't really care about radio laws, do they? Essentially, what someone with ill intentions could do is transmit a signal from a little radio like this on a similar or the same frequency as your key fob, thus completely blocking your car from receiving the key fob signal. So let's try and grab the frequency from my Audi's key fob. I've got the Quan Shing in speed.
I'm not gonna lie to you, this is like the Flipper Zero, but yeah. And more informative next video especially. Yeah, this is like the Flipper Zero, I ain't gonna lie to you. Cause the Flipper Zero could do that. And I feel like the Flipper Zero had more compact things too. Jamming is scarier. Scarily easy to look. Yeah, enjoyed that. My daughter for school project. Criminal African Americans use a different they force their way into your home. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, okay. The Flipper Zero makes a guest appearance.
The car normally. And the reason that works is because little radios like this put out way more power than your key fob, so it just completely obliterates the signal and stops.
Let's see it.
Now, if you've not been aware of this sort of stuff before, this could be a bit of an eye-opener. But if you are aware of this sort of stuff, you'll know about devices like this, the Flipper Zero.
Yeah.
It's not just a cute Tamagotchi. These things can jam signals as well. Again, highly illegal, but not as effectively as an actual high-power radio. It can do other stuff though, like replay attacks. So essentially what a replay attack is basically storing or recording the signal from a key fob, like that, and then replaying it back on the same frequency to the car in the hopes that it will open. So while simple replay attacks can work, they usually work on the older cars where they...
What the fuck? Yo, you know what? Let me see this real quick.
Cars, that's a good thing. Now, there is another attack which you've probably heard about. This is called a relay attack. So what we're seeing here is a group basically turning up and they're going to try and nick this car from the front of this house, this driveway here. And this is quite a common one. It's been around quite a long time. It's quite easy to do with the right equipment. So you see this guy is basically just walking up with this box in his hand. First thing he goes and does is kind of pull the handles on the car. So what he's trying to do here is trigger a challenge from the car, which is basically a signal from the car that is looking for the key fob. Now, of course, the key fob's inside the house, so there's no way the car's going to open, but it does, because if we skim the footage back a little bit and have a look, the second guy here you see waving an antenna around outside the front of the house, he's looking for a signal from the key fob, and that signal will be a response from the key fob to the challenge that was originally sent from the car. Now, the device that these guys are using is simply like a Wi-Fi repeater. All it's doing is bridging the gap between the key fob inside the house and the car outside. Now our delightful character is sitting inside the poor person's car that he's about to steal. He's not going to be able to start it because there's likely going to need to be a second challenge response from the key fob. So that's what the second guy's standing at the window again, trying to get a signal from the key fob. Then he finally manages to do it. The car's started, and unfortunately they were successful. Now that sort of thing is genuinely something you want to be worried about, especially...
Whoa. All right, let me see it in action. Cause whoa.
I walk up to it, there's no way you can trigger any communication with a key fob. So normally with some cars you can trigger an authentication by pulling the handle in like this, and then it will try and communicate with the key. But you can see here, absolutely nothing happens. There's no signal on
Communication,
this
yeah.
tiny SA at all. So that's at least one refreshing thing about my car. There's no way they can do that first challenge response thing by pulling the handles and basically opening the door. They'd have to find another way to get into the car, maybe smash the window. The alarm's going to go off. But what if they could get around all of that with the second challenge response to actually start the car work? Let's find out. Right, so I'm sitting in my car right now. I've got my tiny SA spectrum analyzer here, scanning from 400 megahertz to 500 megahertz, which is going to be the range of this key fob. I've previously tested it, so I do know that it is. So we're going to lock the car, because it's already unlocked at the moment. Lock the car, and you can see the signal from the key fob there. That's the signal there. Car is locked. I better not move too much, because the alarm will probably go off. So now I will unlock the car. So there's your signal there again. So the car is now unlocked. Now, to start this car, this key has to be in the car somewhere. So there's a communication between the car and the key when you hit the start-stop.
All right, so my question is with those key fob things, because I have a car, keyless car, you can't drive a certain number of miles without that frequency. So what does the hacker do? Keep playing it as if the fob is there, or what? Like, what the fuck?
Button. So if we hit the start-stop button here, you should see something on this spectrum analyzer, but we don't, because I think this is actually running a bit too slow to catch it. But we can keep trying and see if we can actually catch it. There you go. So I didn't press anything on this key fob. The car is communicating with the key fob when I push the stop start button, and we can actually confirm that. LED light up, which of course is to confirm attack, but they'd have to get in it first and get around the alarm system and everything else. They have the attack. Confirm that the key fob is in the car. So my car is vulnerable to the second part of the attack, but they'd have to get in it first and get around the alarm system and everything else. There has also been advances in rolling code technology, for
Dog, this is insane. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because it's insane because he's teaching as if you can't get around it. And I'm looking at it like a real hacker, like a real search and engineer. It's like, are you telling me I can't do something? Hold my beer. It's like, hold my beer, my boy. Like, I think I found me a project. And not even in that way, because this is educational purposes. But I'm gonna say this for you too. If you want to normalize helping, don't put videos like this. This why we go. This why we black hats. Why the fuck would I want to help you after this? I ain't gonna cap. Heck, I could rob a Mercedes, a Audi, a Rolls, anything I want. I just gotta do it one time. Can you believe, yo, y'all talking about return on investment? You just gotta do it one time. Even if you do get arrested, they gotta catch you one time. One time, your first time doing it, and they gotta catch you, bro. You wanna know what the punishment is if they can't catch you? Life without internet. Maybe a couple years behind bars, but you gonna be out in 3, 4 years with all that bag. Trust me, dog. I ain't saying you should, but you too, y'all gotta stop. These the videos that's making black hat. Cause I ain't gonna cap to you. The fuck I'ma study the A plus core 1 and 2 for when I know I could just get $20 off a flipper and like show you the conglomerates like, yo, you guys got issues in your product without even having to get it certified. I don't know. But like, comment, subscribe though. This was a cool video by Andy. Subscribe to your page while we at it. Hit the ring of bells because this was a cool one. Thank you, Andy.